Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Absurd Arguments, a podcast where two friends get together and talk about things in an argumentative fashion. My name is Melanie LaPaz, and I'm here with my good friend, Natasha Goodentall. But, Natasha, how are you doing on this fine evening?
Oh, I'm doing fine, Melanie.
That is quite good. Here, let us clink our glasses together. Yes.
You didn't tell me. You didn't tell me we were going to clean glasses, so I only had my plastic sippy cup and measuring spoons nearby.
It is okay. I have my mug of hot cocoa. It is quite divine.
Is it fancy cocoa?
It apparently is from the Swiss Alps because it says in the brand is Swiss Miss.
Ooh, la la.
Yes.
That's what they say there.
Is that so? I've never actually been to Switzerland, so I would not know.
Oh, I've been there many times.
That is absolutely ravishing, darling.
Ooh, my. Hey, out of character, Matthew, for a second. How long are we gonna keep these voices going?
Dude, I planned on the whole episode, so you don't have to do that.
We're going to do it for the whole episode, right?
It was my plan, but
you're really going to do it for the whole episode?
No.
I'm glad.
Oh, folks, welcome to Absurd Arguments. So a little peek behind the curtain. It is currently 11:25 p.m.
Yeah.
I'm very tired.
Right.
And Nathan, you've had a full day of work.
Right. Well, we usually record these in the morning, but it's getting kind of snowy and icy in Texas,
Yes.
And we're all getting kind of nervous, and so we weren't able to record in the morning. So we're going to record at night, and we'll see if nighttime Nathan and nighttime Matthew, which is who we are, by the way. I don't think we introduce ourselves to our new listeners, if we have any. But yeah, we'll see
if we didn't run you off at this point.
If the nighttime versions of ourselves are any different than the morning versions.
Yes. Well,
yeah.
Nighttime Matthew might be a little bit more giggly than normal Matthew, which is kind of hard to believe sometimes.
What's your routine before you go to bed?
Before I go to bed?
Yeah, what's your bedtime routine?
So, around 9 o'clock, I'm either watching YouTube or right now I'm playing through the new Fire Emblem game called Fire Emblem Engage. Having a blast. The story is subpar. The characters are kind of boring, but the gameplay is what I live for. So I normally will play that. And then about 9:30, 9:45, I go and I brush my teeth, and then I gently lay down in bed around 10 and am watching YouTube videos until my eyes begin to get very heavy, and then I go to sleep. And that's my pretty normal nightly routine.
Wow, that's very, very sweet. That sounds very much like you. I like that a lot.
Wow, thanks. I'm glad you think that.
Yeah. I guess
Do
I
you
can
have a
tell you
nightly
my night.
routine?
No,
Yeah, do you
okay,
have
yeah,
one?
yeah, yeah.
It's not like I care, but do you have one? Just so we can keep
Night
conversation going so I don't fall asleep?
Nighttime Matthew doesn't care about people's nighttime routines. Um,
Nighttime
for
Matthew's not too different from daytime Matthew in that regard.
what I like to do, Matthew, is I'll brush my teeth and I'll crawl into bed and I'll watch YouTube videos or read some Reddit stories until I just violently fall asleep.
What do you mean violently?
It just all of a sudden I'm asleep. Like it hits me. And then I'll wake up in around like 4 a.m., 5 a.m. to use the
Mm-hmm.
restroom. And when I wake up, I stress out because it's like, where's my phone? And I have to plug it in and charge it. And I swear to myself, tomorrow night will be different. I won't just fall asleep to YouTube videos, but the cycle repeats itself over and over again.
I mean, you said it for me, but I'll say it for you. Does not surprise me that that is your nightly routine.
Matthew, big things are happening in my life though. My parents got me a brand new mattress for Christmas, and I finally set it up at the end of January. And bro, it's nice and comfy. So we may be changing up the nighttime routine. The
Oh
sleep
man.
might not be too violent now.
Well,
Now,
speaking of, okay, yes, please go ahead.
see, I was about to do what you were about to do, which is segue into our topics at hand.
Yes. Hey,
Um,
great minds think alike. Am I right, boys?
right. Hey, by the time this episode comes out, Valentine's Day will be right around the corner. And
Yes.
and we could have argued about things about Valentine's Day, or you know, um, argue over a girl we both like, and fight to the death for her affections,
With
like the good
words.
old days. No,
What do you mean, good
with
old days?
yeah, like dueling. What we're gonna argue about today is we're gonna think of where you should take your significant other on a romantic getaway or date.
Yes.
What
Yes.
where's some interesting places you could go. Now, Matthew and I, we both looked up. um he went to like Google Earth. I went
Mm-hmm.
to Google Street View, random generator, and we let fate decide for us, you know
Absolutely.
and so Matthew was looking. He was on the hunt for the best places to go, you know and me, I was on the hunt for something different, for something um, you wouldn't initially think of, outside the box, if you will, you know.
Mm-hmm.
And so that's what I was thinking about. Um, so yeah, I think it'll be good,
Yep.
and um, and I'm looking forward to arguing about this. Aren't you, Matthew?
I definitely am. So, ladies and gentlemen, get a good blanket, wrap up in it, get a mug of coffee, tea, hot chocolate, whatever you have, and let two very sad single men tell you the best places to go on a date.
Matthew, maybe we should, okay, like not everyone is like us. Maybe
Oh,
we
that's
should
true.
say something like they can curl up with their loved one,
Oh,
and they
yes,
can
yes.
cuddle together or something.
Which that reminds me. I actually did something else. I went to this website of Good Housekeeping, and there is a article on goodhousekeeping.com, and it is talking about the 100 best romantic date ideas. And a
Oh,
little
wow.
spoiler alert: number 84 on that list is listen
Okay.
to podcasts.
Aw.
Yes, and
Hey,
for yes,
I was just gonna tell the couples out there, hey, way to go listening to us together.
absolutely. So grab that mug of hot liquid, cozy up with your loved one, and romantically listen to two men talk about dating places.
Absolutely. We're experts.
Yeah, yes. We looked on the internet for a combined 10 minutes, and we are now
Hey,
experts.
it was more.
You're right, 10 and a half.
Let's cue that music, Matthew. Out of character for a second.
Sorry? Sorry?
Could you
My apologies.
die on your own time, please?
Dude, freaking shut up. I'm working with your schedule right now.
Okay. Well, Matthew, so now some of these, I tried to look at places all over the world. Okay,
Mm.
and so one of these places is I just like how it sounds. It's in Brazil, and it's
Oh.
the city of Sao Jose de Ribamar.
Mm.
Ribamar.
You sounded so
Hmm.
fluent with your Portuguese pronunciation.
Thank you. I appreciate it. It's got a lot of beaches. Uh,
Oh.
yeah, it's known for its beaches. So, like, we've got the Arakagi Beach.
Mm-hmm.
You know, it's it's a really really nice beach. You you've got the Yucatuba Beach.
Hold on, you gotta
Um,
say that one more again.
the Yucatuba.
Bro, you too
The
can
Yucatuba.
tuba.
You Yucatuba Beach.
you, you could tuba beach.
It's dude. The pictures of it are honestly just really nice locations to play the tuba. Like there's like on TripAdvisor, there's a nice picture like the canal, and there's a boat out there, and there's this gazebo. Like imagine being a tuba player playing in that gazebo.
No, dude, I've got a boat and I'm going on it like it's like a canoe sort of boat. And this one guy's rowing, and then the other guy's got this big old honking tuba, and he is just floating along playing, some beautiful, love ballad, but on a tuba.
Nice. See, it'd be great just to drive by tuba. You know.
Drive by tuba. What does that even? All right. No, stop. What does that entail?
A drive-by tuba. It's somebody like in a car, and they just drive by with the tuba real fast. You know.
I'd imagine it's more like someone's in an electric car where it doesn't make a lot of noise when it drives. And so you
Oh,
slowly
perfect,
kind of ease up in the car to, an unsuspecting person walking on the sidewalk. And then you
Matthew.
slowly roll down the window and stick the bell of the tuba out and just go, and then like immediately
Matthew.
speed off and jump scare them.
I think the only thing that would make it better, it's not just any electric car; it's a smart car. Pass. you got like you got a driver and then the passenger, and the tuba doesn't even fit in the car. He's holding it outside the window,
So perfect.
and he's driving past Yucatuba Beach in beautiful Sao
Oh,
Jose de Ribamar.
man, I couldn't think of a more romantic thing than getting
I
hit
would
by
love it.
drive-by tuba.
Now, also, okay, so let's say you're worried, you've been dating your significant other, but you're worried they're they're kind of running around on you, you know,
Yeah.
and you want to see if you could go to this one beach. There's another beach called Banho Beach. So
No, it
let's say
is
you go there with your
not.
son. Yes, Banho.
Dude, freaking Banho.
Banho. And
Banho.
there's a statue of a lady riding a donkey. Wait, that might be Mary.
Oh no.
See,
Oh
it's a
no.
beach. It's a beach of purity. It's a beach for conservatives.
Oh,
You know, nobody's wearing bikinis there. Nobody's wearing, speedos for the guys. None of that. Just like
man,
full swimsuits all the way.
dude.
No hose
Everybody
there.
everybody has the dark colored swim shirts like you would at like you'd have to wear at youth camp whenever you went swimming.
Yeah,
Dang.
it'd be perfect. See, yeah.
Some
Um,
some woman
s-
on a donkey, please.
well, it hit me after I said it. I can only see on TripAdvisor. They don't show the whole picture. I can only see part of it.
That
It looked
makes
like she
sense.
was. It looked like she was holding an accordion, but I think that's supposed to be baby Jesus.
Those are two very different things.
I know it's a weird. It's a weird picture.
One you
Um,
can stretch and one you shouldn't.
right. Now the last place you could go visit in Sao Jose de Ribamar is after you've spent so much time at the beaches. When I think of beaches and sun and having fun, uh, it also makes me want to go to the Sao Jose de Ribamar Archaeology Museum.
Oh, heck yes, brother. That's what I'm
It
freaking
is
talking about.
heck yeah, man. It is it sounds great, but it only has 3.5 stars. 26 reviews. People don't like it.
Ooh, why is that?
Here, let's click on it. We're gonna find out. We're gonna get to the bottom of this mystery. Why does it suck? Um, we have a problem.
What's your problem?
All the reviews are in Portuguese.
You know what? That does make sense.
All right. Let's see. One of them says it's interessante. That I think that's interesting, but that was written in 2017. But they gave it 3 stars. Oh, they said the museum is small, simple, and needs better care, but it is still an interesting stop, and it is part of the history of Sao Jose de Ribamar, presenting
Wow.
aspects of religiosity and beliefs that are so strong in the municipality.
Wait, what?
I'm gonna. I just kept going, and it made no sense. Okay, all right. I'll read the
Wow.
last part again. Okay,
Okay.
it's part of the history of Sao Jose de Ribamar,
Hmm.
presenting aspects of religiosity and beliefs that are so strong in the municipality.
Wow. So it's just got the beliefs of the town.
Yeah, in the archaeology museum. That makes no sense to me.
Well,
I thought it would be like bones and stuff.
no, it's just like the culture that, ancient
Hmm.
culture, I guess. I don't know.
Let's see. Oh, here's another great review. The man who takes care of the place is a gentleman who is a true history book. Hmm.
No, he is not. He is either a man
Yeah,
or a
he's
book. He cannot be the man
no.
book.
He he is a true history book.
Wow. The man book
Yeah.
himself.
Oh man, thank you. Google Translate is paying dividends today. Um, and last review. This is the last review for the Sao Jose de Ribamar Archaeology Museum. I it got 3 stars because I didn't like it very much because the place was very still and with little movement. But it's a historic place.
Well, yeah, it's a museum.
It's very little movement.
I mean, if it was like a sort of Ben Stiller night at the museum sort of situation, that would be very concerning in a lot of different ways, considering this
Right.
is archaeology. And so you're dealing with like
Hmm.
pots and, you know, vases and other things like that. And then, the occasional skeleton.
Right. But there's just very little movement. It's
That's a
too
good thing.
still.
That's a good thing.
Yeah. Well, that's one potential date
Mm.
spot you could go. If you want to go to Brazil, you could go there. Matthew, what is your first one you'd like to talk about?
Yes. So, according to goodhousekeeping.com, in the 100 best romantic date ideas, number 5 says that you should take a hike, and something about exploring nature with your main squeeze really gets the heart going in other ways, if you know what we mean. Well,
Oh, we
frankly, I
know.
don't. I don't.
Oh,
I don't.
oh,
Um,
you don't know?
I don't know, but I do
I thought
know
it.
is that if you want to take a hike, the one of the best places to do it, according to the randomized button on Google Earth, is you need to go to Pyramid Lake in Southern California.
Ooh, Pyramid
Yes.
Lake.
Yes.
Is it a lake in the shape of a pyramid?
No, but I am about to read the Rocky Mountain Recreation Company website. Says
Okay.
that in 1972, Pyramid Lake was created as a holding reservoir for the California State Water Project. This 180,000 acre reservoir is placed between the Angeles National Forest and Los Padres National Forest at the northwest portion of Los Angeles County. Named after the
Huh.
pyramid shaped rock carved while building Route 99, Pyramid Lake offers a variety of activities, including, but not limited to, boating, fishing, camping, swimming, jet skiing, and hiking.
So
And
the
so,
normal lake related things.
yeah, pretty much. So but I think this is, something that whenever you want to go onto a romantic date, the beach is fun and all, but there's something
Yeah.
about going to a lake where there is a pyramid literally cut into a mountain because of trying to make space for this man-made lake. That's not something
Matthew,
you see all the time, though.
that's true, but I don't know if I want to spend the money to travel near LA just to go see a lake when there's lakes near me. You know, I live near a lake.
Yeah, but do they got a freaking pyramid?
Um, I could build a pyramid near it. Like, it's not that hard to build a pyramid. The Egyptians did it.
Yeah, it's
The Aztecs did
easy.
it.
They were freaking scrubs. Pyramids are easy to build.
How big is this pyramid, Matthew?
By the looks of it, rather large.
Oh, like a real size pyramid? Like a life size one?
Uh, it doesn't say how tall it is on the website.
Are there pictures of people standing beside it for scale?
No. It
Hmm.
looks really big, though.
How do we know it wasn't just the camera placed like low to the ground looking up?
I I can't tell you that answer. Dude, this is a website. It gives me like all this cool stuff, and then, but I think the thing that really stirs my heart about Pyramid Lake is the fact that you can see all these cool things. You can go to a normal lake and you can, rent a canoe for $10 and kind of go around and go, oh, that's cool. Or you could hike around it and just, oh yeah, look at all the trees. But it's just, there's something about looking over the water and just seeing this perfect, almost like perfect pyramid cut into a mountain just so people could build a road. It shows you the majesty not only of nature, but of mankind.
But like, I could build a pyramid beside a lake in Texas out of like Dr. Pepper cans, And I think that would be just as majestic,
Mm.
you know?
Now, would they be filled with Dr. Pepper or would they be empty?
They're gonna be empties, bro. You don't waste Texas Dr. Pepper. Come on. I'm not a
Fair enough.
rookie when it comes to DP out here. That's what they call it, DP. They don't even say Dr. Pepper.
Oh, yeah.
The locals.
The locals. The only downside I would say to this is I do agree with you. You do have to go to California.
Yeah. And in this economy,
Dude, you're telling me. But the nice thing is it's not it's near Los Angeles, but it's not so close to Los Angeles that the best place to be is Los Angeles. You can go to the smaller towns around it and avoid everything LA, and I think that that would make for a much more pleasant California trip.
do you think I would encounter any famous movie stars at this lake? Like, you
Is it
know,
bad that the first thing that popped in my mind was to say, yeah, Pyramid Head.
from the Silent Hill games and movie?
Yes.
He just, it's his house. He has a
he likes
vacation
he,
homing.
Yeah, he's very narcissistic about his self-image, and he wants everyone to know that this is my house. So he made his house a pyramid.
My head is shaped like a pyramid. My house is shaped like a pyramid. My wife is shaped like a pyramid. I
Wow.
love pyramids.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. So that was a short one, but
Yeah,
just from that, just again going out to nature, going on a hike, and what better place in Southern California away from Los Angeles than to visit Pyramid Lake?
right. I will definitely write that down right now. I'm
Yeah.
writing it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Matthew, sometimes, and just in case you folks at home think we're lazy, how dare you?
Fully warranted.
Oh, yeah. Guys get a lot of flack in the relationship. You know, the girl's like, why aren't you as romantic as you once were? You know, I just feel like you're so lazy. You don't care about this relationship, you know, things like that. That is what I
Mhm.
imagine ladies say sometimes. I have a place you could go in Slovakia.
Oh,
Um, and so if your lady says you're too lazy, you can take her to Sletinske Lazy in Slovakia.
now I know
Mm-hmm.
your Portuguese pronunciation was pretty on point.
Yeah.
I don't think that's how you pronounce it.
No, no, no. It's literally the word Sletinske, Sletinsk, Slatinsk, and
Mm-hmm.
then a hyphen, and the word lazy. Surely it's not pronounced differently.
Oh, you never know with those Eastern European countries.
Yeah. Now, unfortunately, it's in the middle of nowhere. It's just a small village. Uh, so when you take her to Slatinske Lazy, she's
Lazy
gonna think
town.
she's gonna think you're being lazy because there's nothing to do there. It
Mm.
is it's very green. I'll describe to you some of the images.
Okay.
Um, there's a random bell tower in the
Dude,
middle of
freaking
the field.
sick, bro.
Lots of
Love bell
grass.
towers. Dude, freaking
Very,
grass.
uh,
Yes.
there's a little drawing of a shepherd and three sheep,
Oh
and
my gosh, dude.
his cape, shoes, staff, and his hair are all yellow.
Okay,
So,
that's a little off-putting.
oh, here's a picture of
Mm.
little kids playing soccer.
Yes. That's what
So,
I'm freaking. Let's go. I'm hopping the plane and leaving immediately.
yeah. Oh
Dude,
my goodness. They have a website called lazy.sk. and I'm getting warning signs clicking on it.
They're gonna use those cookies to track down where you are and steal your information. That's how they make money and they're still around, is they scam people that visit their dumb website.
It's like, psych, he thought we were just a lazy village. Dude, I don't know what this whole website is in Slavic.
Yes, of
According
course.
here, we're going to translate it all to English.
Oh no.
So it had all these dates. I thought they were games. No, it's the garbage collection dates. Oh, this is great. The website's, so they call the town Slatin Lazy, official website of the village.
Dude, yes.
Oh, oh no. The
Hmm.
latest news. This is disheartening. The cities and towns are losing hope. That article came out
Whoa!
yesterday.
Whoa!
We've I've just discovered Slatin Lazy, and now they're losing hope. What happened?
Gosh.
Oh, dude, it's a document. Google Translate's not translating it.
Oh, oh, it is a mystery.
Why are
Oh
they
my
losing
god.
hope? I didn't mean to
Oh
be
my.
depressing. I just thought it was a nice Matthew, I just thought it was a nice little lazy town, in Slovakia. But
Dude,
they're
it is a
losing
town.
hope.
It is a town filled with despair. There is no hope in Lazy Town.
Yeah.
Wow.
Um, Lubitsa said that she was very pleased with the Christmas decorations, though.
That's why there's no hope. They had to take all the Christmas decorations down.
Oh my goodness. Do you know there are 534 residents in the village?
Oh, yes. That makes sense.
Wow. And there's only 274 homes there. So that means like
Dude.
300 people. Yeah, so over 200 are homeless then. Goodness.
Either that or they're like, either sharing homes, like a duplex, triplex sort of thing.
Maybe, yeah.
But
Oh
I
goodness.
guess if there are, about just a little less than half of the entire town of 500 people is homeless, I guess that makes sense that they're losing hope.
Yeah. So there's one section called monuments, and I clicked on it, and it took me to a page of that bell tower looking thing, and then
Uh
with the sentence, and then with just this phrase, "We prepare." Dot dot dot.
huh.
What does it mean? They've
Dude,
lost
they
hope.
are they are preparing for the worst.
Oh, I'm
Oh my
terrified.
gosh.
What is it?
Things are bad over here in Texas because everything's freezing, but they're preparing for the end of the world, apparently.
The end of times. You know, I
Oh
need to
my
contact the
gosh.
municipal council. Goodness.
Send him an email. Is everything okay?
Y'all
Wow. That's
okay?
it.
Why did you lose
That's it.
hope?
Dude, that's it. That's insane.
Okay, I'm gonna no offense. While you talk about your thing, I'm gonna try to copy and paste that and translate it.
Yes, we'll need definitely an update. So moving on, goodhousekeeping.com for number 23 and 24 is kind of they work together for my next place. Number 23 is you should explore a museum. If you haven't been to your nearest museum since your class field trip, it's time to make a trip because learning is sexy, don't you think? This article,
What?
by the way, was written by a probably wonderful woman, but there are lots of phrasing of things that make me feel very uncomfortable,
Yeah,
such as learning
understandable.
is sexy, don't you think? I don't. Um, But then number 24 pairs well with what it is. What I'm talking about is that you should go out for dessert. And I don't know about you, but I'm always too full to get dessert after a nice dinner. Just skip right to the sweets and see what you've been missing. And so,
Hmm.
as I randomized different destinations on Google Earth, one place that popped up I think was is one of the best places that I have. Um, and you're going to have to excuse my pronunciation. It is the Schokoladen Museum.
The Chocolata Museum. You said.
Schokoladen Museum. The Imhoff Schokoladen Museum in Cologne, Germany. However you pronounce it in German.
Oh,
Cologne.
Cologne.
Yeah, Cologne, Germany. It is the Imhoff Chocolate Museum, and it is named after the founder, Mr. Imhoff. I don't remember his first name. Anyways, Mr. Imhoff was the one that started this chocolate factory, or excuse me, this Schokoladen factory. And there are
Yeah.
three big things that you can do here. And so obviously this is a museum. And so in the first section, the exhibition, you begin at a large model cocoa tree and pass through a 10-meter high tropical greenhouse as you follow the journey of a cocoa from its harvest through the stock exchanges of world markets to its transport into the chocolate factory. And then you move on into the second part, which is the collection, and you can get an exciting insight into the 5,000-year history of cocoa, covering the mystical ceremonies of Central America and the luxury drink of the European aristocracy through an instantly available treat that it has become today. And finally, the most important part is the Chocolat Grand Cafe, and you can allow
Ooh.
yourself to be indulged with delicious cake and chocolate specialties in our cafe while enjoying the glorious view. Sweet dreams come true.
Oh, wow.
Yes. And so at the Imhoff Schokoladen Museum, you go through like any museum, but here's the thing, fellas, I don't know if you know this yet, but women dig chocolate.
I don't believe
And
it.
you might think to yourself, I really do want to go to a museum, but I need to find some place that is going to both interest me and my date. Well, Cologne, Germany has you covered because they have a whole museum dedicated to chocolate.
So, what kind of chocolate are we talking about, Matthew?
You know, you've got
Yeah, Matthew. What kind of chocolate? What kind of chocolate, Matthew?
it just says chocolate.
Hmm.
Yep. Okay, so here's something. So mostly it's just, regular chocolate because it's a chocolate museum. And you've got different displays that talk about the different kinds of chocolates it has. And then there's pictures displaying some of their products. And this is a bunch of animals that are, chocolate animals. And so you have a panda bear,
Oh,
nor a regular brown bear, and then you have a monkey holding a banana. And all three of these are made out of chocolate, and they're made out of the different types of chocolate. And so you have the milk chocolate, the white chocolate, and the dark chocolate that make the different features. And so you have the white chocolate and the stop, the dark chocolate that makes the panda bear.
right.
And so it's really cool. And oh, dude, oh, yes, of course. Right here, they're making chocolate soccer balls. That's what I'm freaking talking about.
Can I kick it around first? Like, are they real life soccer
No,
balls?
the size that they're making looks like you can fit them in the palm of your hand. So I wouldn't suggest it. And the cool thing about the chocolate factory is they really kind of went all in on that whole German architecture where it looks like a castle, but then it also has that modern feel to part of it. But it is literally in the middle of the Rhine River that runs through Cologne. And so you actually have to go out onto the river to get to the factory. And that's just cool. I think that's cool. Um,
Wait. So I can't even just walk inside this factory. I gotta go on a boat tour
well,
first.
there is a bridge.
Oh, dang it, Matthew! Mention the bridge sooner.
Sorry.
I thought it was like I thought it was like the Alcatraz prison, just like in the middle of the river or something,
No,
in the middle of the body of water.
no. But I mean,
They're like children getting here and stealing the chocolate.
yes, no, it is none of that. But you still do have to cross the river to get to it, and it is situated sort of in the middle of it. Obviously, boats can still pass by it, but I don't know. It's a very picturesque place, um, and so you see the history of chocolate. You see all this other stuff, and I don't know. I'm a sucker for museums, and so that's probably a place I would go. However, it is in Germany, and Germany is very far away from here.
Yeah, yeah, it's kind of a distance. It's probably even further than L.A. for most people.
I would assume so, unless you live in Cologne, Germany, which, hello to all our German listeners, if you exist.
Um, Matthew, I have been diligently working on translating this
Yes,
document
please.
through my source of Google Translate, and I don't even think I have it all yet. I don't know what's going on exactly, but the beginning of the document says we joined the All Slovak Initiative under the view that cities and municipalities are losing hope,
Mm,
and then there's another sentence that says let's make it clear that the situation is unresolved.
wow.
So, what situation is going on with the Slovaks, dude?
Hmm. That's a good question.
Man, are we like folks? If it's like common knowledge that the Slovaks are having a rough time right now, and we just revealed how dumb we are, I'm sorry. You know, are the Slovaks okay? I'm googling it right now.
Yeah, I just googled what's up with the Slovaks.
There's no help. It's just Slovakia Wikipedia comes up. How is that going to help me?
Well, this
Oh,
is
there's a YouTube.
independent.co.uk. Slovakia, latest news, breaking stories, and comment. Oh,
Hmm.
so there's some election stuff going on. NATO is talking
Interesting.
a lot of smack
Darn it, NATO.
against a certain rather large, I guess you could say, disagreement over in that side of the world.
Dang, man. And poor Slatin Lazy just trying to get by with doing nothing.
They're just trying to find the homes for those 200 homeless people.
Yeah, that must be it. Hey, there is a YouTube video of 5 things you don't say to a Slovak. So if you ever want to know what those things are so you can
I think
say
I
it,
can figure out 5 things not to say to a Slovak without a YouTube video. Thank you.
You're a Slovak? That's a thing? That's a real country? I thought that was the country in Princess Bride, dude. The Princess Switch? Weren't you guys the country of the
Princess Switch? Oh, no.
It was Montenegro and Slovakia. Oh. 5 things don't say to a Slovak. Don't bring up the Princess Switch.
Yes, we are a real country.
We're real. We promise. We swear.
The reason they tell you not to bring up the Princess Switch is because Vanessa Ann Hudgens had some huge controversy that never made the news that happened in Slovakia. And they hold such a huge grudge that no one will say what the thing was because it's just that like menacing.
That evil. It was
Oh,
that just despicable against their
it was
culture.
disgusting.
Yeah. Well, Matthew, this leads me to my next my next country.
Mm.
We're gonna go to this time. We're gonna go somewhere nice. We're gonna go to Indonesia. Okay.
Oh, very nice.
Yeah. And we're gonna go to this place called Bintan Island.
Bintan
Yeah.
Island.
Bintan Island, located in Indonesia, and I downloaded the Trip app so I could read the reviews for Bintan Island, and and I can't tell you who wrote these reviews because all their names are written in Indonesian or Chinese, or it could be anything, and so but Google Translate came through again, I think, and it gave some really just did some work on these reviews, and so I
Mm-hmm.
wanted to share some of them on why
Please
we
do.
should go to Bintan Island in Indonesia. First one, Bintan Island. You don't need to go alone. It is. That's the first line. You don't, Matthew. You don't need to go alone. You can take people
This is
with you.
the perfect date spot. It's
You-
literally saying it is literally saying, look, you need to come with a date in order to get the full experience of Bintan Island.
Yeah. It is recommended that you stay for a few days more when you go to Singapore. It is especially convenient to go from Singapore. It takes about an hour to get a boat directly at the pier.
Mm.
There are not many people in Bintan Island. The prices are not.
Our community is slowly dying like the entire country of Slovakia.
So here's the thing, okay? Um, here's a fun fact. One
Mm-hmm.
reviewer put, the area of Bintan Island is as large as 3 Singapores.
Woo! That's so cool.
It sounds like a your mama joke, but
Dude, Bintan Island is so fat that 3 Singapores could fit in it.
Indonesian middle schoolers say, "Your mama's so fat she as big as 3 Singapores." Oh gosh. But he was the most helpful because he was like, although it is under Indonesian jurisdiction, it is a real Singapore back garden. There are no noisy crowds, no artificial landscapes, and on the pure white and fine sandy beach, it is just a leisurely vacation.
Wow.
Yeah. So he had a good review.
It is quite good.
Um,
It is quite good.
a lot of one person. When I went to Singapore to play, I went to
Mm,
Bintan Island opposite the sea. The scenery is good and the conditions of the holiday villa are not bad.
not bad
What do
at
you
all.
mean? And then somebody else said there are many facilities to play.
Ooh. There's a lot
Like
of
there's
play going on. And since you're not going alone, you're obviously going with a partner, which means you are playing Super Smash Bros.
mm-hmm. Right. There's like Legos, there's checkers,
Oh
so
yeah.
many games.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Um, let's see. The free travel of the newspaper at that time was not bad and very comfortable.
Wait a second. Say that again.
The free travel of the newspaper at that time was not bad and very comfortable.
I don't think Google Translate is the one at fault. I don't think that I believe wholeheartedly that there is such thing as a bookman or a man book, and
Yeah,
that Indonesians travel on newspapers. That
right.
just that makes sense.
Okay. So one person, okay, so let's say you don't want to say that Bintan Island is equivalent to three Singapores.
Wow, yeah.
You could be more official, sounding like one reviewer who said the island is three times larger than Singapore.
That doesn't. That's not as
Not as
good of a gut
fun.
punch.
Boo.
Yes. Ugh.
Bring us back the insults to
Yeah.
Bintan Island.
Which that kind of brings up the point. Singapore is just a wimp compared to Bintan
Right.
Island.
Yeah. Why would I go to Singapore when I can go to Bintan Island, which is like three Singapores? I'll leave you with this review about the snorkeling.
Mm.
The snorkeling area is relatively almost. There are not many fish and corals, and it is not clear, but overall it is okay.
There are better places to snorkel, but this one is fine.
I mean, it is relatively almost.
It is relatively almost. And there is coral, but it's not good coral.
Yeah, and it's okay.
Dude,
Overall, it's
gosh.
okay.
I think that review could have just been, you can snorkel here. And that's
There's
all he
snorkeling.
needed to say.
Yeah, it was a lady that time, I think.
Yeah. Well,
Yeah.
she took the three Singapore approach.
She does feel that the restaurant, I feel that the restaurant is too few and expensive to choose from.
Wow.
But the infinity pool of Nirvana Resort is very good.
Dude.
Nice.
That's that
Yeah,
Minecraft thing, right?
I think so. Yeah, an infinity pool.
Yeah, you get the the not 4x4, the 2x2. You put two water buckets in opposite corners, and then you
Uh
got
huh.
an
Exactly.
infinite water supply.
Yeah. We're. Yep. You do.
Man,
Bintan Island, a place for Minecraft gamers.
dude. I mean, they do
Yeah.
go there to play.
They go there to play.
Hmm.
What if that's just an innocent thing? Like what if it really is just yeah, there's just you can like play tag and stuff.
Yeah, yeah. That's 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 what it's talking about, right?
Like it's just like camp style games.
Oh, dude, freaking Duck Duck Goose or Never Have I Ever.
Hmm. Like imagine just you're walking along the pier and then you just bump into a circle of Duck Duck Goose players, all adults,
Yes.
not a child in sight. They're like, "Hey, brother, join us."
They do it in that exact accent. Hey, brother.
Hey, brother, join us. Carl's been the goose for like 5 times now.
Is Hulk Hogan the mayor of Benton Island?
He should be. He needs to be.
Oh, brother. Why don't you sit down and play some
Hey,
Duck
brother.
Duck Goose with us, brother?
Hey, everything's great here except the snorkeling, which is relatively almost. Hulk Hogan just goes, "Hey, brother, you don't need to go alone.
You've always got a friend in me.
I'll be your friend here in Bintan Island." Oh. Well,
Gosh.
Matthew, do you have another place for us to go?
Yes, I have just one more, and I'll talk about it very quickly. So, number
Okay,
34 on the list of goodhousekeeping.com's 100 best date ideas is that you should try rock climbing.
I should.
Thanks to its newfound trendiness, many cities have at least one climbing drip. Don't belay, chalk up those hands. Sorry, not sorry.
Oh, oh no.
Yeah, like I said, this writing makes me uncomfortable. What popped up and really got me going on number 34 was that when searching Google Earth, this place popped up, and like you said with the with Lazy Town in Slovakia and Bintan Island in Indonesia, talk about we just need to get away.
Right.
And I think there's no better place to get away from people and go rock climbing than the Beardmore Glacier in Antarctica.
Oh, yeah, let's go.
Dude. So, according to Wikipedia, the Beardmore Glacier in Antarctica is one of the largest valley glaciers in the world, being 125 miles long and having a width of 25 miles, or 200 kilometers by 40 kilometers. It
You that
descends about 7,200 feet.
oh,
That's a long way. That's over a mile.
that's at least 3 football fields worth of
Dude,
feet.
it's a ton. So you want to talk about like getting away and you climbing a mile up rocks? This is the
Yeah.
place, dude.
Gosh, somebody like, some kid has a grandfather who was a scientist down in Antarctica, and he
Mm,
says things like, "Oh yeah, well when I was in Antarctica, I had to go to ice fishing school, and we had to like climb 7,000 feet over a glacier, and that poor kid, he won't get away with nothing.
yeah.
No
I,
sympathy.
no. I really like the name though. It's called the Beardmore Glacier.
Yeah, I wish I had a beard
Yes. And
more of one.
um it was named by the discoverer. The glacier was discovered and climbed by Ernest Shackleton in 1908, and he named it after Sir William Beardmore, a Scottish industrialist and expedition sponsor. So he named
Oh,
the glacier after his sponsor, who's like, "Hey, I don't want to go to Antarctica, but I'll pay you to go."
but like, imagine you spend all this money to like fund somebody's research and discoveries in Antarctica, and they
Mm.
come back and hey, I named a glacier after you. Oh, you didn't bring me back anything? You just named a glacier after me?
Well, I did get
There would
some ice from the top of the glacier, but it melted by the time I got here. So here's a glass of water.
Oh, Ernest, I swear, man. Why did I even bother? I put all this gold into funding your expedition, and you just like named a glacier after me, dude? Like, did you even put up a sign or anything? Like, all the glaciers look alike, right? They're all
Yeah.
white. You know?
Mm-hmm. Well, I mean,
They
since
know
this
it's my.
is, I mean, you look at it and it is very rocky, so it's got that stuff. Which that's that, he gave the ice because he thought that was the best thing to give, and he actually brought a pickaxe to the top of the glacier and chipped off a bunch of rocks and gave that to like friends and family, and he gave his sponsor just a glass of water.
What if the guy just like carved the word Beardmore into the glacier with the pickaxe?
Ooh, very interesting.
Was like they're like, how are we going to map this place? It's just snow and ice everywhere. And he'll be like, well, let's carve names into stuff.
Mm.
You know, he's a
That
creative
I
worker.
mean, if you really think about it, how did people map out Antarctica back in 1908?
Dude, I could have mapped Antarctica like so easy. Like, I would have just gotten a white piece of paper and go, here it is. This
Oh
is what it
gosh,
looks like.
dude, how many Singapores can fit in Antarctica?
Maybe three. How many? Somebody reviews the Antarctica and is like, this is the size of 3 Bintan Islands, which is the size of 9 Singapores.
All right, so Antarctica is about 5,500,000 square miles, and Singapore is 283.1 square miles.
Okay, so
At least
5
10.
million. So 5 million.
All right, here we go. I got it.
Okay, you found it? Great.
Yes. According to math, you can
Yeah.
fit in Antarctica 19,427 Singapores. Your mama's so fat.
19,000 Singapores in her
You-
stomach. Oh gosh. I just didn't know Singapore was so small.
It is so small because it is. I mean, it is just a city, but it's also a country. But holy crap, it's so tiny.
It is. Matthew, I want to end our episode today on an emotional, like on an inspirational note for us. You
Okay.
know,
Mm-hmm.
I think it's a good encouragement to both like, you know, uh, couples, but also single people.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So when I was looking at the random Street View thing, all right, I came across one that said, I clicked on it, it was just random, and it said, unnamed road, Botswana.
Mm.
And I was like, wow, unnamed road, Botswana. And I looked around, bro, there was nothing. In Botswana, landlocked country in Africa,
Yep.
this unnamed road had like nothing but dust and dirt
Yeah.
and brush. And I was like, okay, well, there's not much to say about that. And so I clicked on it again. Guess what the next thing was?
What was it?
It was unnamed road, Peru. Unnamed road, Peru.
Are you telling me that unnamed road stretches from Botswana to Peru?
I am, Matthew. That's what I'm telling you. You
Wow.
know? And so I'm saying this to encourage couples. Maybe you're in a long distance relationship. Maybe you feel like there's distance between you two. You're still connected by the unnamed road. There's something that's connecting you, you know? And then for you single people out there, this applies to you as well. Maybe you're like, I'm just an unnamed road in Botswana. Is there anyone for me? Yes, there's the unnamed road for you in Peru. And she's waiting for you, dude. You know, so don't give up. There's an unnamed road for you as well. You know,
Mm.
that's what I wanted to say. That's I just wanted to be inspiring. I think we could be. I think we should be inspiring every once in a while. I don't think that's something we can argue about, Matthew.
You know, I completely. It's sometimes it's hard
Yeah.
to.
Mhm.
Sometimes it's hard to go against such sound logic,
Right.
but I also want to tell you
Yeah.
the distance between Botswana and Peru is
Yeah.
23 Singapores.
Well, I would walk 23 Singapores and I would walk 23 Singapores more just to be the unnamed road in Botswana to go to the unnamed road in Peru.
I think we found
That
the new
classic
unit of
song.
measurement.
Hey, bro, you want to come visit me in New York City? How many Singapores away are you?
It shouldn't be this funny, but it's freaking 12:33 a.m. Oh, I need to go to bed.
Folks, I think that'll be our cue to cue the music. Let's get on out of here. Get a hold of yourself.
I'm trying. All right.
Hey everyone. Hey everybody. This has been another episode of Absurd Arguments with your hosts, Nathan and Matthew.
This
Um,
this has stretched so many Singapores of being the
yes, yes,
most
yes.
boring thing to the most exciting thing. And folks, I just want to say thank you for sticking around this long.
Right,
It's been quite the journey.
we're looking forward to submitting this new unit of measurement to like the UN, so they
Yes.
can implement it worldwide.
Absolutely. Yes. We need to
Uh,
figure yes. There is no distance that could possibly measure the amount of Singapores between you and your keyboard as you type an email to tell us how many Singapores you are, you love, or how many Singapores your mom is by, by emailing us
yeah,
at absurdargumentsforyou@gmail.com. And that is absurd arguments, excuse me.
no, please, can we
Absurd
change it to
arguments.
absurd? Yeah, absurd.
Is absurd arguments the number 4, the letter U at gmail.com.
Yeah, Matthew, it's been a great episode. Nighttime Matthew is a lot of fun. It was great doing this with you. Um, but hey, wherever you go, whether it's to Singapore, Bintan Island, um, Antarctica, you don't need to go alone.
That is correct. You always have us. And wherever you go, you can update us by following us on our social media at Facebook and Instagram at Absurd Arguments. And you can tell us and update us about your
Like,
trips to these wonderful places.
that was my outro, Matthew. Why are we keep going? We could
Because we
just
didn't
stop.
say our social media. But
Well,
as
they
you.
know. I mean, they could assume. Maybe not. You're right. We should have
Yeah,
told them.
yeah, you never know.
We're social. We have media.
Yes. And we've just got Singapore on the mind.
We do. Gosh, I'm
Yes.
obsessed. I'm just gonna look at pictures of Singapore all night now as I violently fall asleep.
Well, folks, Nathan, have sweet dreams, dear princes and princesses of the world, and always remember Singapore in your prayers.
Mm-hmm. And and Slovakia. I don't know what's going on with them. They've just lost all hope.
Dude,
And so
hashtag pray for Lazy Town, Slovakia.
pray for Slit and Lazy or whatever. And I forgot the name of it already. That feels so bad. Anyway, bye bye, y'all.
Good night, everybody. I'm going to bed.